What's going on, Strong Freak? I see you. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. Brian Dotson, I see you. Cool. I see you, Sharon Webb. What's up? Man, it's 87. I see you. Alright. Good. Glad y'all can hear me. Yeah, basically, talking about finding customers and customers finding you. It's actually more about customers finding you. Aaron Holmes, what's up? We got Kyle Eugene, Strong Freak, Man's ASAP, Landscaping and Handyman Services, Sharon Webb, Brian Dotson. I see you. Yeah, come on, man. We got 13 in the building. Get my likes up. Hit that like button. What's going on, Kings Deluxe? I see you. Okay, I see you, Brian Dotson. Yeah. Good luck. Thing is, when you starting out, uh, just stick to the basics. Keep it simple. Don't take too much on that you can't. Don't take what you can't handle. Uh, Enjoy the process. Learn from your mistakes. Don't give up. Keep working. Uh, Come up with a plan and just try to continue to execute that plan. Uh, Even if it's a mediocre plan or a bad plan, you will still have some success as long as you have a plan. You will have some success. Uh, don't try to, like a lot of mistakes that I see people make is they try to get everything that they need, everything that they think they need. They try to have everything perfect, the right van with the right wrap, with the right equipment, and they don't want to get started until everything is perfect. And, that's not the case because sometimes you're not going to know what you need or what direction you're going in until you get started. So, like, as soon as you get started, you're going to start seeing real quick. Or you just posted me on Facebook. Good. You're gonna start to see like real quick, uh, things that you don't need or things that you don't like. You'll start to weed those stuffs out. Those things out earlier, and as time go on, man, you get better and better. Uh, I mean, like I said, everybody know my story. I got started. All I got was a water tank, generator, pressure washer, vacuum, and I got all my chemicals from like AutoZone and Dollar General and Walmart, and I got started. And as time went on, I started realizing, okay, I need this, I don't need this, I don't need that. You know, the main thing in this business is to get started. And anything that you do is to get started. Like, I just see, you have quite a few people who make that mistake of trying to have everything perfect. And that's never going to be the case. Good hands, auto detailing out of Texas. I see you. Lorenzo Evans, free game. I see you. Shouts out to the new wave. Any tips or tricks? Uh, I can't think of one right now. But uh, I mean, do you have any? You say you started your business, so you don't have any customers. So your first thing is to get, you're gonna want to get some customers. That'll be your first thing. You're gonna want to get customers, and basically, if you look at the title, it's called "Finding Customers" and "Customers Finding You." Okay. So you've been doing a little research, your demographics and stuff like that. Yeah, that's smart. Uh, See, I didn't do that when I got started. Uh, I didn't do that. I just got started, but I figured that out along the way. And just like I said before, as long as you have some type of a plan or some type of a strategy, even if it's not like been all put to the test and all perfect and everything, uh, you're still gonna have some success because you're gonna find out things that you didn't. You're gonna find out things that you didn't realize, that you didn't think about. Things are gonna happen that you didn't prepare for, and then you can go back to the drawing board, update it, go back out there again, and just get better and better over time. Uh, but you're gonna have to have customers. The thing is, first, you want to find customers, and you want to know where your customer base is, where they're located, who they are, what type of person that you're looking for. Uh, Over time, I started noticing. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know who my customer was going to be, what price range or anything. Uh, yeah, that's too long. I've done weeks and weeks of and months of research, and the chemicals I needed, the equipment I needed, the proper setup, the actual mixtures, compounds. I've done all my research. Yeah, well, that's too much research, but that's too much. I'm keeping it real, but that's still good because again, you coming into it with something, and once you start putting all those things in play, you're gonna have some success. All that research, even though I feel that it's too much research, but all that research you did, you're gonna have some success from that research that you did. But the best research is going out there and actually getting in there. That's the best research, like trial and error. Uh, but basically keeping it simple and not extending yourself out too far to where you'll be a total flop. But the thing is that you want to know who your customer base is. Uh, you want to know, and you're not gonna know that right off. Coming into the game with no experience, you're not gonna know who your customer base is. Now, your ideal customer, you want your ideal customer to be somebody that needs or wants your services. That's number one. But just because they want or need your services doesn't mean that they can afford your services. Your as a detailer, your prices should be higher than the local car wash. Your prices should be higher than your local car wash simply because you're bringing the car wash or the detail to the customer. You offer them a level of convenience. It's just like a what do you call it? It's just like a convenience store. You go to your little 7-Eleven or whatever gas station you pull up in, and you notice that everything is going to be at a higher price. The drinks are higher, the chips are higher, they cost more. Well, you're paying that price because you know, you're pulling off the highway, you're pulling into a gas station, you can gas up, use the bathroom, get you something to eat, get a paper and everything is going to be a little higher than if you go to a grocery store or or a Dollar General or something like that. It's going to be a little higher because they're giving you a level of convenience to where everything is right there. You got a few aisles, everything you need is right there. You don't have to go into a big supermarket and walk up and down the aisles looking for it and asking people where is this and where is that. You can walk right into the convenience store and get what you need. That's why the prices are higher. Okay. Same thing as a mobile detailer. You're offering the customer a level of convenience, so your prices are going to be a little higher. Then the car wash are way much higher than the car wash. Uh, so you want to find that customer base that or that clientele that can pay those prices. Uh, you know, some of your starting prices should be starting from anywhere from like $75 on up. Some people at $100 on up, depending on where you live. You want, me personally, I think that if you're going to be bringing the service to the person, you're not going to be using their water, you're not going to be using their electricity. You should get to the point where you're getting at least $75 an hour. Some people are getting $100 an hour every day like it's nothing with ease. Uh, so the thing is that what I found out when I first started, you guys know I started out with 25, 25 bucks, 30 bucks. And I was doing washes. I was washing the vehicles, wiping it down on the inside, vacuum, giving their car back. But I was being more meticulous in the work. I was actually like cleaning out the air vents, getting in the crevices. So I was doing detailing at that time, didn't even know it. The only thing I wasn't doing was like, I wasn't putting any leather conditioner and I wasn't buffing the vehicles. I wasn't waxing them. Wasn't cleaning them either. So that's all I was doing, just washing, giving their car back. And I was, like I said, I was charging 30, 45. I mean, 25 to 40 bucks. That was for a sedan. Of course, I went up. The prices went up. The bigger the vehicles got. So then, um, working all day, doing 4 or 5 cars, and only coming home with at the most I could possibly make, the most in a day with those prices, maybe 200 bucks. And it's not a bad payday. You make 200 bucks every day, 365 days a year. That'll come out to like 73,000. I mean, you got to consider that it's going to rain some days, and some days you're not going to, book any appointments or whatever. So you got to put that in consideration. But $200 a day is not a bad living. In some places you can live very good off of 70,000 a year. But what starts to happen is you start, your fingers and your hands start to cramp up. You start to feel fatigue. You're doing all those vehicles, and then the money doesn't add up. Even though I was doing washes, sometimes it would take me 2 hours to do one vehicle. So if you do the math, you do 5 vehicles. That can take you anywhere from 5 to 7 or sometimes 10 hours. And just didn't add up. So I knew that at some point I was going to have to raise my prices. And I needed to find the customers that can pay the prices that I wanted to charge. What I figured out was that, you had people like doctors, lawyers, executives, your CEOs, your COOs, nurses, soccer moms. You had these people that needed to keep their vehicles clean, but didn't have the time to do it themselves, or couldn't do it themselves, or did not want to do it themselves. And these people are not satisfied. Their vehicle gets to a point where they're not satisfied with the car wash. They can go to the car wash and it's not. You can go to the car wash and it's not. It's not gonna get the car as clean as they would like it to be. Especially soccer moms, because they run that car in and out the car wash, and they may try to vacuum out themselves, but it gets to the point where they got so many spills and so much stuff in the way that it's just car wash ain't gonna get it done. So they're gonna start looking around. Sometimes they may want to drop their car off at a place to get to let them detail it out, and pretty much pay the same thing they would pay you for a mobile detail. But they'll take it somewhere and drop it off, and they'll probably have to get a ride. But having kids and your husband is at work, this is sometimes that's just not going to work out. So they start searching, they start looking. And the first places they go is like Google, Facebook. They go to Facebook and go into their little groups and say, in search of a mobile detail that will come to me, and all that. And then it starts going, it goes from there. So what happens is, you're looking for the customers and they are looking for you. So the thing is that you got to know how to find your customers. Where are they? And you want them to be able to find you. Where are you? You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys, when people tell me they got a mobile detailing business, they give me their name. The first thing I go is I start searching. I get on the internet and I type your name in. Sometimes I'll see a Facebook page. Some of you guys got websites. Some of you guys got YouTube channels, and that's good. But when I go to your Facebook page, I don't see any promotions. When you do have a video before and after pictures, it only has a few likes. A few comments, and what that tells me is that those are your friends, people that that are commenting and hitting the like button on the thing, which means is that you're not spending any money boosting your posts on Facebook. I mean, you'd be surprised of like how much $100 a month to do, or $50 a month to do in promoting your stuff on Facebook or Google. You'll be surprised on a couple of $100 to do a month or less. You'll be surprised what that will do for you. And I noticed that a lot of people, they don't want to spend their money in that. I see a lot of people with buying a lot of chemicals, buying a lot of equipment, showing off their equipment, this and this and that. And that's great. Continue to show off your equipment. But the thing is that you can have all the equipment in the world, have all the detail skill in the world, but if you got no customers, it means nothing. This thing does not run without customers. So, this is what I like I said, I got my equipment. I did just a little bit of research, didn't do a whole lot, and I threw myself out there. I went out there and I started noticing that I noticed real quick that your price has got to be right from the gate. Your price has got to be right, and depending on what your prices are going to attract certain customers. A certain price point attracts these type of customers, and the thing about it is that you'll start to notice that the higher your prices are, the less work that you will have to do. You will start to notice that the cars are cleaner. You will start to notice the level of the customers, the level that they're on. You will start to see that. Like I said, when I was at $25, my phone was ringing, and it felt good. I got business going, and I'm happy about it. I'm excited, and I really think I'm doing something. Got 19 people in the building. Go ahead, get my likes up. Y'all slap that like button and y'all share this video. Appreciate y'all. So what starts to happen is like I said, you'll quickly start to see who your customers are based on your prices. And who are you advertising to, what areas. So when I was like, okay, I need to raise my prices, I started going to these uh, gated communities, uh, houses where they were, 200,000, 400, 4, 5, 6, even $1 million homes. I started putting my flyers out there, and when I advertised on Facebook and other platforms, I would target those cities, those areas where I knew that they had the money, and those are where the nurses live. Those are where the doctors live. Those are where the CEOs live. And not because they have the money, not only because they have the money, it's because the lifestyle that they live. The lifestyle that they live is basically a very busy lifestyle. They have kids. They. Oh, y'all check out my little A&A back there. that look good. But they they have kids. They have very, very, very hectic and busy schedules. So what they're trying to do is, they're trying to spend time with their family. That's more important than them. They don't have time to do the lawn, and they don't want to do it. They want to pay somebody to do it, and they have a good budget for that. They set money aside for things like that. So the thing is that they're looking for someone dependable. The first thing that I noticed is that when I went out there and started doing those cars, and I'm in somebody's driveway, just they physically seeing me, like seeing me in the flesh, soaping the car down, or bent over, vacuuming, pause, doing my thing. And they'll see that, and they'll drive by, and sometimes they drive by and they be like, "Yo, that's cool. Like, yo, he got a water tank generator. I mean, wow, that's a good idea. You know what? I should give him a call. I should give him a call because I hate going to the car wash and I hate doing my car myself. This guy can come to me. Yo, how much you charge?" And then you pass out your cars and stuff like that. I've gotten a lot of customers like that. But even though I'm passing out those cars and being seen, that works. But what works even better is the customers, the car that you're doing in that moment, because they're going to be your marketing team. They're going to be your marketing team. What they're going to do is they're going to tell other people about you, and other people are going to see you out there, and their neighbors are going to ask, "Oh, he's a good guy. He lives over here. He's married. He's got this. He's that." They'll give him your whole breakdown. Yeah, he's been doing my car for a few years now. I knew him. He was doing my car at my last house, and when I moved over here, he just followed me over here. And yeah, he's a good guy, real nice guy. Give you, he's reasonable and this and this. They'll be your marketing team. They'll talk you up and everything. Also, those people are in those Facebook groups that I was talking about earlier. They are in those Facebook groups. So when somebody goes in there and type in and say, "Hey, I'm looking for in search of a mobile detailer," they're gonna type your name in. But if you don't have a Facebook page, if you don't have a business page, when they type your name in, it's not gonna pop up because you're not on Facebook or you don't have a business page, and the person has nothing to look at. They don't have a resume or anything to look at to say, "Okay, I'm gonna let this guy go with." But what they'll do is they'll type in and a professional services. My Facebook pops up, and they can look at my prices. They can look at some of my work, some of my videos, and they be like, "Okay, this guy knows what he's doing. It looks like he knows what he's doing. I'm gonna give him a call." And that's how it works. Again, you finding the customers, and you also letting the customers find you. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, so I started learning that like real fast, like being seen, being seen. So what I would do is I would just go to different places, pop up, and start doing cars for free, or sometimes I was getting paid, and that's how I was getting customers that way. But that way is slow. It's a for sure way to get a customer, but it's a slow way of getting them. Word of mouth is also a good way of getting customers, but it's slow. The quickest way that I've gotten customers is the internet. If you don't have a Google page, go ahead and get one right now. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. You're going to have to go there and figure it out yourself. But go there. You know what I'm saying? And the game that I'm giving you guys, you know, it works. I got a guy that, like I told you, I tell y'all this all the time. I got a guy that called me like 3 years ago. We've been chopping it up ever since. This guy has since then has left his job, bringing in, 5 to 7 grand every month. When he was only making 1,200 a month at his job, he's bringing in like 5, 7 grand a month now. His phone is ringing. He's detailing it and mowing lawns every single day. If it ain't raining, he's working. And all the stuff that I tell you guys, I'm telling this guy this. I'm telling him this, and I know it works. I had to have a guinea pig, somebody to practice on, and everything. I mean, he said, "Man, I want to leave my job." I was like, "Okay, I can help you with that," and been coaching him, and now this man calls me every day, giving me success stories. Oh, somebody just booked on my website. If you guys don't have websites are not that expensive. You can get a website for $200 a year, and you can learn how to make it yourself. A lot of this stuff. A lot of you guys, if you jumping in this business, we don't come into detailing with money, because I don't think if me personally, if I had a lot of money, a lot of money, I wouldn't be detailing. So we get into detailing to make money. So I don't think anybody comes in, you know, being rich. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but anyway, uh, but like I said, he's doing real well, and I know this stuff works. I know it does. It's worked for me. It's worked for other people I talk to, and it's worked for this guy. But again, so uh, now once I got into the neighborhoods that I wanted to be in, then I started raising my prices, and I started noticing that the vehicles I started noticing that the vehicles were cleaner, better better vehicles, newer vehicles. You're not working as hard, uh, and they tipping you on top of that. They tipping you on top of that. I mean, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 tips. And then the thing is that, I would show up. They would have 2 to 3 cars at one location. I would be there, half the day putting in work, and they're looking out the window. They checking on you. They coming out. Do you want water? Do you want this? Some of them even fix you food and everything, because they're like, wow, this guy has not taken a break. It's hot outside. He's been working all day. He's been here since 7. It's 12 o'clock. He's still going in. He's not slowed down yet. And in their mind, they're like, wow, like, sometimes they start feeling bad. So what, you know, they want to make up for that. But that's why they offer you the food. That's why they offer you the water, the Gatorade, the drinks and stuff like that. Some people even offer you beer. If you drink, they do all of that. And at the end of the detail, but sometimes they don't even look at the vehicle. They don't even look at the vehicle. The first thing they do is they give you the money and they tip you. They tipping you on the work ethic alone, not even looking at the vehicle. And and then on top of that, if you did a good job, you blow them out the water. So now you can get more from the customer. Hey, could you please leave me a review on my social media platforms? Facebook has where they can leave you reviews. Google has where they can leave you reviews. So you tell them, hey, I'm gonna send you a link. Would you please leave me a review? You guys should be asking your customers for reviews. Those reviews for the customers that you found, are gonna help you get the customers that are looking for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you want. You want customers looking for you, not looking for A&A, but looking for a detailer. And when they type it in, you pop up. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I want you guys to. That's what you guys should be doing. You should be doing things like that. Get the fan out of there. But yeah, and because a lot of people come in from out of town. I get this all the time. A lot of people come in from out of town, working at a company, uh, and they're going to be there for a couple of weeks. And they got off the highway, and the bugs just destroyed their car. Their car is a mess. They've been traveling in it. It's stuff everywhere in the car, and they're going to go straight to the internet, and they're going to search mobile detailer near me. You want to be able to pop up. And when you pop up, you want them to go to your page. You just don't want to have this random page. You need to have pictures, a website. Have a button where they can click a website and they can see your reviews. And they be like, wow, okay, I'm gonna go with this guy. Because you're not gonna be the only one up there. You want to separate yourselves from the rest of the pack. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that you want your customers to be able to find you, and I think sometimes that's more important than finding customers because it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna get so busy that you're not gonna have time to find customers. They're just gonna be finding you, and all you have to do is put your work in and make sure that you have all your stuff together. So when they find you, your representation is gonna be excellent. I literally just come home and when today me and Ashton went out. We did like 2 lawns. At the first lawn, my phone rings. I answer my phone. Hey, I was wondering if you could come detail my vehicle. I was wondering if you could come detail my vehicle. I just spilled some icing on there. I will be posting that on the New Wave and on my social media platforms. That vehicle. She spilled some donut glaze. She had a gallon of donut glaze and spilled it all on her back seat and on the floor. It was a mess. Uh, and so, I appreciate that, Andy. But yeah, but yeah. So she said, "Hey, I spilled this, and I just need, how much would it cost to get my car detailed?" And you want to get to the point when you find these customers, when they find you, all that extra talking is unnecessary. You want to say the least, you want to use the least words possible. You don't want to be talking and saying all this stuff. You want to get straight to the point. When they call me, I'm looking for somebody to detail my vehicle. My first question, does that vehicle need waxing or shampooing? That way I know what package to offer her. I'm not going to go through all my packages. I'm not going to say I have this, I have this, I have that. What kind of car do you have? That's my next question. So I got a 2000, 12 Nissan Versa. Okay. So now I know what kind of car it is. Know your vehicles as well. Know your vehicles. Uh, and so I know what that is. Okay. That's a small sedan. Very small sedan. Okay. So my price of my sedans pops up. If she said, okay, she spilled donuts, if she spilled, donut glaze on the floor and everything, okay, the car needs shampoo. Doesn't need any waxing. Well, depending on the price, okay, boom. Okay, you offer 2 packages. My first package that I'm gonna offer is gonna be a full detail. Full detail is gonna come with an engine wipe down, wash clay wax on the exterior tires, on the interior steam, shampoo and wipe down everything, leather conditioner. You guys know the deal. Okay, I give her that price. Okay, well that's a little too high. Okay, I always start from the highest, then I go down from there. Okay, I got a package. Uh, I got an interior detail package. No, I got an interior detail package and a wash. Add a wash. You know, I give her that price. Okay, so if she tells me it depends on the price, she's gonna probably pick middle or the lowest price. But I still start off at the high because you never know. You never know. So now I get down and I say, hey, well, I got the interior detail. It comes with this, and that. Okay, let me go with the interior detail. Cool. You see how that went? Just like that. Instead of going through all your thing and talking and saying this and saying that, get to the point. Get right to the point. And that's exactly what happened to me today. And so I went there and I knocked the car out. Yesterday, while I was mowing lawns, a lady called me. I was mowing the big yard yesterday. She called me. Well, actually, she texted me. I'm looking for somebody to detail my vehicle. I got your number from my neighbor off Facebook. You see what I'm saying? So I tell you guys, the majority of my details now are not from my clients and people that I do on a routine basis. The most of my details are coming from social media. Facebook, Instagram, all of it, social media. That's where it's coming from. And I'm not looking for them. They're looking for me now. So when you're being found, you want to be prepared. And that's why because I've been advertising more on social media. I've been focusing more on my presence on social media. And so what I did is, that's why I got the van, because when they give me a call, I want to be able to make a move in that moment. I want to be able to, because I was missing out. I would get calls, but I couldn't do it because I would have to go home, switch out. The time frame just I wasn't gonna be able to make it. But now that I can literally leave one appointment and go, I can leave a lawn and I can go to a car. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is that you don't know how your business is gonna go. I've seen some people start out, trying to detail, and then after they detail the vehicle, they say, "Hey, can you do my boat?" And then you doing boats, and then all of a sudden you start doing nothing but boats, or you start doing nothing but RVs. You start doing a lot of that. So now your equipment is gonna change. You see what I'm saying? Because you're doing a bigger vehicle, so you're gonna need different types of equipment. That's why I say, don't go buy all this stuff. Buy what you need. You see what I'm saying? Because you never know which direction. Because your customers control the business, really. Your customers control the business. So you don't want to. That's why I say you don't want to jump out there and buy all this equipment, do all this research, because you really don't know where your business is going to go. And see, me, what I did was, that's what I did. I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how it was going to go. But the customers kind of dictated it. And so what I did is, the demand was there, so I met the demand. You understand what I'm saying? But some of you guys will be more, probably better off than I am, and you guys can probably create the demand, then service it. People do that all the time. It just wasn't the case. It just wasn't me. That didn't happen in my case, is what I'm saying. But like I said, I was able to do 2 vehicles this week, and I'm talking about they're picking my higher packages. They're not picking lower packages. It's getting to the point now that I'm going to take my lowest package. If y'all go to my website is www.aaprofessionalservices.com. If you go to that website, you can go there, and I have a maintenance detail. I'm thinking about just taking that off now and just only go with the higher packages, which is a standard and on up. But anyway, that's the thing, man. Like, when you get to a certain point in this business, you're gonna want to set yourself up for customers to find you, and that's what you guys want to do. That's what you're gonna be really want to push for, because those customers, in my experience, those customers are more inclined to pick your higher packages. And A person that's going to call you to detail their car for the most part, and if your price is at a certain level and you're advertising to a certain demographic, you're going to notice that their cars are not that dirty. Even if they tell you it's really bad, when you get there, it's not that dirty. Because when I was at that $20 range, I'm talking about if I had 5 cars, 3 of them would be filthy. 3 of them would be super filthy at that price point. Those people don't tip. They don't care how long you've been out there. And the only reason why they're getting it done is because they can afford it. Or it's a cheap price. If it's not at a certain price, they're not getting it done. They're not getting it done. They'll find somebody else to do it at a cheap price. And now if you want to charge those prices and you want to service those people, it's okay. It's just not for me. So I'm. It's okay if that's what you want to do. And I'm not the type of person that I'm not going to be the type of person that talks down on anybody or try to make somebody feel bad because they're not doing what I think they should do. Who am I? You know. Now I do have some experiences. I do have some experience. You guys see my work on YouTube. I can speak on it, but even then, I still can't tell people what to do. It's up to you to do what you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I'll never, because I've been there, done that, and I'll never talk about a person's prices. I don't care what they charge. I'll never talk about a person's prices. Mine was a strategy, and it worked. Uh, it's worked for other people. I've told other people to use that strategy, and it's worked. Uh, and when I started at that point, I got a lot of experience. Did a lot of cars. So now, like I've always known my cars. I can look at that car and tell you what it is. I might can't tell you the exact year, but I can tell you around what year it is and the make and model of the car. I can definitely tell you that. And I've been in those cars a few times, so I know my way around the car. It helped me be able to talk to customers. That's the thing. If you can't talk to customers, if you don't know how to converse with them, then if you don't know how to converse with them, then that's gonna be another downfall for you if you can't talk to your customers. If you don't know how to communicate with them, if you don't know how to read your customers, uh, because I've had 2 customers. I had one guy to call me that might have been Monday. I had a guy to call me Monday. Today is Wednesday, so I had a guy call me Monday. He calls me. He says, "Hey, I was trying to see if you come detail my car." Okay. What kind of vehicle do you have? All right. Does it need wax and shampooing? Yeah, it needs a shampoo. Yeah, it does. Okay. All right. I give him my prices. But before I give him my prices, he tells me, "Well, does it do you need any wax or shampooing?" Well, it depends on the price. That's the first thing he said. So when he said that, in my mind, I was like, okay, this guy's not gonna get it. This guy's not gonna get a service. When somebody says it depends on the price, now the price is more important than getting the car clean. That's when I just be like, okay, I already know. But I still give him my spiel. And he was like, well, look, let me check back with the wife. I'm gonna call you back in 10 minutes. Oh, okay. And I'm not gonna hold my breath on that car. And when we hang up, I immediately forget about that person. Okay, I got 30 people in the building, or 28 in the building. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Get my likes up. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Y'all got to hit that like button. That helps me out a lot. Appreciate it. But yeah. But let me look and see what y'all say in the comment section. I know y'all been talking. EA the truth. I see you. I don't know about that, Ernest. When you asked about advertising with a sign, I think that should be okay. I think that's fine. I don't see a problem with it. Yeah, but I don't. When we doing one on one, I don't. I'll put my email up here. I see you, Brian Dobson. I put my email up here if you want to reach me, but it's gonna cost. I don't do one on ones. I don't talk on the phone uh, unless I'm being paid for it. I'm very busy. Uh, I put out a lot of information on my videos, so if you watch my videos, you can get information there. But if you want a one on one and want to get down to the meat and potatoes, uh, I got to be compensated for my time. But that's my email address. So I don't get, my thing is I don't get offended when people don't when people don't, pay for my consultation. I don't when they don't want to pay or they say they're gonna do it and they don't do it. They say, oh yeah, I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna set up an appointment and they never do it. I don't get offended. It doesn't bother me. But the thing is that I'm not gonna hold a conversation and give somebody advice, and take up my day. I'm very busy, so it costs. Uh, so either you're gonna do it or you ain't. But you're welcome to watch all my videos. You're welcome to hop on the lives. Ask me a few questions. I'm not gonna answer every question. Uh, a lot of this stuff you can go out there and you can ask Google, YouTube University, and all that. So that's why I charge when you guys come to me because you can do it on your own. For a consultation, it's 25 an hour. I mean, it's a reasonable price because I can for this information I'm gonna give you, I can charge way more than that. Uh, but uh, but yeah, I charge it's 25 an hour. So I mean, I'm sorry, it's 50 an hour. So it's 25 for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna help you out. The best thing to do is it's $25 for 30 minutes, 54 an hour. But what I want you guys to do is if you want to do a one-on-one with me, have all your questions written down, email me the questions. Once I get the questions and everything, I'll look at them and I'll have my answers ready. And that way, the phone conversation, we can get a lot of stuff done through the conversation. Then I can also I'll throw you some stuff for free. But you're gonna have to pay for that, and you got to pay me ahead. You have to pay me before I get on the phone, Cash App, or some other form of payment. I can send an invoice and you can pay it that way. But that's how it's gonna go. So you have your questions and everything that you want to ask me, and you have them ready, and you send them to me. That way, if I have to do any research or if I have to, because it's better if I can prepare. I can give you the best answer. You give me, a few minutes to think about it. I can give you a banging answer, and that'll really help you. Uh, but uh, but hey, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. What's going on, Dewan Jones? Right. Yeah, I'll answer it. I'll answer the best way I can. I don't know if it's going to help you. I'll answer it, but I'm not going to answer every question because some of the questions, I mean, like some of the questions you guys ask are questions that you can go figure out yourself. You understand what I'm saying? What's going on, Detail Kings? Uh, some of the answers that, and when I say you guys, I'm just saying that I see on here. You might be a different set of guys, and you might be a different set of guys, and you may never have asked a stupid question, but well, I ain't even gonna say a stupid question, but it's a question that you can go and Google it, and you'll find the answer. Uh, Sometimes you just got to spend a little money and figure it out on your own. I've done that.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
And I've done that. So like, if I want to know if a product works, I'm not gonna ask nobody. I'm just gonna buy it. If I want to know if this really works, I'll just buy it. I mean, and sometimes it's just a couple of dollars. Literally, like I used to do this. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like when I'm saying these things, I'm speaking from my experience and what I've done and what I see. And everything you guys doing, I've done it the same way. All the stuff, doing stuff the wrong way, or not want to ask somebody and let them give you all the answers. I've done that. But the thing is that when I ask somebody, just like right now, you guys know I'm real cool with Sporty. Y'all know Sporty knows has a lot of detailed knowledge. He does boats, planes, RVs, pressure washing. I mean, you name it, he's done it a few times or more than a few times. So like sometimes something will come up, and I'll be like, "Yo," I'll ask him a bunch of questions, and he'll answer every last one of them. I mean, he won't even get mad. I'll ask him over and over again. He won't get mad. He'll just answer it again, and then I'll get out there and I'll start working, and I would learn. My experience would be totally different than what I thought. I would learn a whole bunch of stuff on my own, and then when I go back and tell him, he'd be like, "Yeah, yep, yep, yep." And he forgot to tell me that. It's not that he held it from me, but he forgot to tell me that. I'm telling you this to say that when you go out there and experience it for yourself, you really know it. Versus somebody telling you, you really know it because you touched it. You touched that paint. You touched that fiberglass. You know, you touched that leather seat, or you touched that drill brush or the steamer and all that. Just spend the money and go do it. And then think about it. Whatever steamer that you're thinking about getting, or whatever product you're thinking about getting, 9 times out of 10, somebody has done a review on it on Insta. I mean on Facebook. I'm sorry. Somebody's done a review on it on YouTube. Type it in and try your luck. Trust me, you'll find out some information. Uh, I bought things and it didn't work out. Oh well, it's the cost of doing business. You can't be scared. But I've done all that. Want to sit there and ask somebody everything? I've done that, and to me, to keep it real, you don't want to do that. Trust me, you don't want to just because like I'm quite knowledgeable on what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a while. I don't know everything, but so you should not look to YouTubers. I say this all the time. You should not look to YouTubers that answer all your questions. And I'm just keeping it real. You shouldn't look at it for answer all your questions. But the thing is that this is America. You know what I'm saying? You can't, if you want to know something, it's just like this. Like, I wanted to know business. I wanted to know business, not detailing business, but business period. I wanted to know it. I wanted to know the lingo. I wanted to know when somebody started talking. If I had to talk to a CEO, I want to know what he's talking about. If I want to talk to a CFO, I want to be able to use the lingo. I want to know, so he can understand me and I can understand him. And so I went to college. I went and got my MBA, my master's in business. MBA stands for Masters in Business Administration. I went to school for that and did well in school and got my master's in business. I had to pay for that. I had to pay for that. I think I paid like $40,000. It was like 2 years. I had to pay for that. Now I could have went out there. And just winged it and learned business on my own. I could have done that, but I wanted to skip all that. So if you guys want to skip all that and get the answers and all that, you got to pay for it. It's just not gonna. Nobody's gonna sit there and hand walk you. Like you think that. Just check this out. So You think that you can just call me up. Let's just keep it real. You think you can just call me up. Y'all know how busy I am. You think you can just call me up. I don't know you. You can come slap me in the face today and I won't know who you are. Call me up and I'm gonna put my weed eater down and put my pressure washer down, cut all my generators off and everything. Yeah, man, yeah, yeah, use this sandpaper and put it with that. Yeah, use that APC with that. This, you think I'm gonna do that? No, I'm not gonna do that. And I shouldn't expect any of you guys to do that. You shouldn't do that. Uh, but I learned things on my own. Uh, I made mistakes. Now I've asked a few questions here and there, but my questions make sense. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna, cause some people, I had a guy that would just DM me and just question after question after question, day after day after day after day, question after question after question after question. And I'm like, yo, you're not gonna do nothing for yourself. You're just gonna ask me everything. And so it's crazy, man. So like, you know, now like I'm not trying to turn you guys off on that, but again, like if you want to, if you want to get that cheat sheet, it's not really a cheat sheet, but if you want to know it right now, you got to pay for it. That's just how it is. Right, I see Detail Kings. Yeah, actually, I'm still running the pickup truck, but I'm going to be sending it to get like a lot of repairs on it. Uh, I drove, I drove, like I've been driving that truck for years. It has over 300,000 miles on it. I bought that truck in 2002. I mean, I had that truck for years, and I started using it. That truck was like 10 years old when I started using it for my business, and it's been through some, it's been through a lot, and it's made me a lot of money. So like, now that I got the van, I can actually let the truck, sit at a shop and let them just really work on it. It has like a lot of minor things wrong with it. I'm gonna clean it up, get it painted. It's got a few little dents here and there. I think it's got like two dents, little small dents, and get all that stuff fixed and get the interior real posted, and I'll start back using it again. I'll probably put like a little, it'll probably a backup, because I don't have a commuter vehicle. So I would use that truck as a commuter vehicle slash backup detailing and lawn care vehicle. So uh, that vehicle will be back on the road soon. It's running right now. I just haven't been driving it much because I got the van now. Right. I see EA the truth. I see. Yeah, man. But people will take advantage of that, and they'll continue to call you and call and call and call and call and yo, I'm not gonna start that. Like, it's cool, if you. I mean, some people even call me and just say, "Hey, man, I appreciate your videos and this and that." But if you watch my videos, just about everything that everything that I've done and how I grew my business, it's right there. You just have to go through it. It's all there. Matthew Rouse, I see you. Shout out from Jersey and Sporties. Okay. Oh, what's going on, Matt? Exactly. Exactly. And I've had people actually, reach out to me and then, get upset I've actually had people reach out to me and then get upset when they don't get what they want. You know, they'll reach out to me and then they got their own agenda, and when they don't get what they want, they get mad. And it's funny to me, you know. I just laugh at them. They get mad. I had people, you know, start, you know, what they'll do is they'll just start sending me stupid text messages, uh, or they'll, you know, you'll see me get a thumbs down here and there on my videos and stuff like that. Or they'll come on the live and, you know, you know, you can tell by the comments. They'll make comments. They won't ask questions, and you can just see, and you know, you'll see them, and then they just mysteriously disappear because I block them. But and the thing is that I don't get mad. I understand you're frustrated. You know, you frustrated because you can't figure it out, and you know you're too lazy to put the work in. So you rather just have somebody to give it to you for free, and it just does not work that way. You know, you know, you can't get into this business. You get into this business to make money. Why would you think anything is going to be free? Even when I did free details, it still wasn't free. You know, I was getting something out of it. It was a strategy. Uh, Again, but you know, having customers find you, you know, you when they find you, you want to have a video. I mean, video is the best, like a 1 minute video, a 30-second video. Uh, you know, something not so long, but it gives them the idea of, you know, what you're capable of. You can do that in 30 seconds to a minute. You can put that out there. You know, you can put that out there, and people will be like, wow, like I just did a post today. I just advertised headlight restoration. I like to advertise like the easy stuff, like stuff that's gonna make you quick money. I could do a headlight restoration in 30 minutes or less. Uh, and so like I like, and it's $75, and they take their cars to the dealership. The dealership is charging 100. The dealership just keep your car longer, but they knock it out fast too, and they do the same steps. I know guys who work up there. I ask them how they do it. They do it the exact same way that we do it, and they charging $100, and it doesn't take them long. So yeah, I like to advertise stuff like that. I spend, you know, 10, $20 a week and just put stuff out there. You know, next one I'll do a interior detail, and I got these videos on deck. I got them saved in my Facebook. I got them saved in my Google Photos. This is your best friend. These cell phones. These your best friend, man. I'm telling you, they don't call them smartphones for nothing. You got everything you need right here. You can do everything from right here. Don't let nobody tell you. You say, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. He got this. This guy got this. This guy got that. Oh man, I can't. I'm not gonna be successful because I don't have a lot of money. Yeah, he's successful because he got this van and he got this wrap on his van. He got money and this and this and that. No, he didn't. He started from nothing like everybody else. He started with just an idea and built it from there. And I'm telling you, I've done so much with this. You can do research. You can do advertising. You know, you can take cash payments. There's so much you can do with these cell phones. Uh, you know, you know, make use of them. You know, if you're on your phone and all you're doing is searching social media and texting people, yo, you wrong. Like if you're trying to get into this business, this is your best friend. I do so much with this. Uh, my business. The thing is that Omar, I see your question. My thing is that when you're doing when you're in business, you can't rely on one form of advertising. You want to rely on all of them. Uh, my business has grown from word of mouth. My business has grown from the money I spent in advertising. My business has grown from a lot of different things, marketing strategies, everything. It's grown from all of that. Not, I can't say one thing has grown my business. It's all of them put together. Uh, Word of mouth. I mean, I used to pass out flyers. I used to go up and down the block and put flyers on mailboxes. I would go to different neighborhoods and do that all day. Like if I had nothing scheduled, I would get in my truck, drive, park at the end of the street, put my flyers, walk back, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. I would do, a whole neighborhood in a day or half a neighborhood in a day, depending on how big it was. And that's how I got down. I did it like that. And then I got customers that way. But then I started to get busy. So I had no time to walk and pass out flyers. So I started using this because I was the guy that was only using it to talk on the phone and text and not using any of the other apps on there that was available to me. I'm doing it that way. And then it wasn't until I started getting busy. I started having, 40 to 50 lawn care customers. And so I had no time. I was doing, you know, 7 to 10 yards every day. I had no time to do that anymore. So now how am I going to advertise? So then when I would mess around my Facebook, I see boost to post. I click on it. When I click on boost to post, I start putting the information in. Oh, I can do a video. Wow, boom, boom, boom. I start putting stuff in. And then it said, oh, okay, you got to pay. When they say you got to pay, guess what I did? I backed out. Just canceled it, deleted it, backed out because I didn't want to pay. I was too cheap to pay $10 or $20. Until one day I just said, you know what? What's $20? And paid it. When I paid it, that post reached like 2,000 people. Which, how long was it going to take me to put 1,000 flyers in 1,000 mailbox? And how much 1,000 flyers is going to cost me? It's going to cost me way more than $20. So I started advertising on here. I may spend anywhere from $30 to $100 a month advertising. That's not a lot of money. Some months I don't advertise at all. There's a lot of stuff out there that are free that will bring you money in. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. You got to pay me for that. But you can figure it out if you just, go watch my videos because I said it in my past videos. You understand what I'm saying? So again, you want to start doing things at a certain point for customers. You want to start doing it at the beginning. You want to be able to be found. You want people, and the thing is that another thing is your family and friends won't support you. Your family and friends won't support you. They won't get your services. They won't get a wash and all that. And I don't expect them to. I already know that they're not going to do it. So I don't expect them to. But I advertise on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, often. I put stuff on there. My Instagram, I put stuff on there. You know why I do that? I do that because I want all my family and friends, even the ones that's not going to support you, even if they don't hit the like button, I don't care. I just want them to see it. And I'll do one once a week or, once a day. I'll just keep putting stuff up there. I want them to see it. You know what happens when they see it? That means there's no way that you should not walk out your house and your neighbors not know what you do. Everybody in a 5-mile radius of my house right now knows that A&A pickup truck. The cops know it. People I don't even know it. I see people, they see my shirt. Yo, you that guy in that gray truck. Yeah, man, you be working. I see you everywhere. You see what I'm saying? There's no way they should not know you. You see what I'm saying? My neighbor knows what I does. That neighbor, that neighbor, that neighbor. I've even done work for them. They know. So even if they don't get your services, you want them to know. Because when they know, when someone asks, guess what they do? When someone asks, they going to say, yeah, I know a guy. And they'll oh, his Facebook is right here. You see what I'm saying? That's how customers will find you. You get what I'm saying? So in the quest of finding customers, you also want them to be able to find you. I see you, Jermaine. Big Z, I see you. Okay, late night getting money. Right. Yeah, there is a law about mailboxes. I see you, Matt. There is a law about mailboxes. You can't open a mailbox and put anything inside. That you can't. That's the law that I know. Uh, I don't know if there's a law about the outside of the mailbox, but let me tell y'all what I did. Uh, what I do is when I did that, and I don't do that now because I simply don't have the time to do it. But when I first started, uh, I had all the time in the world. So what I did was I went and got me a shirt made. I put on some khaki pants, some boots, and I put on a polo shirt with the A on it, and then I'll walk around with like a folder, like it's like a folder or whatever, and I'll walk around and I would park and I would walk, and I would just put them on the mailbox, put them on the mailboxes. Now here's the thing: nobody usually call the cops on that. They usually don't, but if they did, okay. Here's the thing: when the cops pull up, and I used to be a cop. But so when the cops pull up, if they pull up on me and say, "Hey, well, we got to call you. You can't do that." Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a first. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Even if I do know it, they don't know what you know. They don't know you. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. You want me to go take them off? They're gonna tell you no. You just gotta leave. No soliciting. Okay, I'll leave. And oh, you want a car? Yo, I detail. You see what I'm saying? What are they gonna do? Put you in jail for that? No. You know? And it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. By that time, you be done passed out. How Lord knows how many flyers you be done passed out by that time. But I've never had an issue doing that. I go to parking lots and put them on cars. I've never had an issue doing that. So uh, but the thing is that there's no need to. I'm just telling y'all the things that I did. There's no need for you guys to pass out flyers when you got this. If you got Facebook, you don't need to pass out flyers. You can spend that. You can spend that same money that you would have spent because I think I spent $100 or more on like 1,000 flyers. I think maybe 60 to. It probably was 100. It's been a while, but you can reach with $10. You can reach 1,000 people on Facebook for $10, man. What's $10? Some of you guys that smoke, y'all spend that in a day for cigarettes. It's nothing. No, that's nothing. Exactly. Right. So that's the thing. I see you, Matt. I see your last comment. Right. It's nothing. It's like you'd be surprised. I mean, so just imagine if you spend $100, how many people you'll reach. Uh, and the thing is that you know when you do something, do it and move on. You know, when you have a success, enjoy it in the moment and move on. It's over. You get what I'm saying? It's over. If I had, if I had, you know, like if I had $1,000 day, yo, I had $1,000 day. Man, that was great. You see what I'm saying? Once that I come home and take a shower and everything, I'm done with that. Now I'm thinking about tomorrow. I'm done with that. I'm not thinking about that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about that anymore. I move on. When you get on Facebook and you buy a post, please don't sit there and watch it and wait for the phone to ring. It don't work that way. You know, you might get one off the rip, you might not. But put the work in, put your stuff out there and keep moving. It's gonna come back around full circle. You'll see it. Some things gonna happen, you're gonna forget about it. I'm telling you, as soon as I forgot about it, that's when it happened. I remember when I first passed out flyers. What I do, I stepped right outside my house and walked my block and put them on the mailbox. Went to my other part, I got it's another side of the neighborhood. Went over there, passed out flyers. Then went across the street to another neighborhood, passed out flyers. So, I was like, okay, well, I passed out about 500 flyers. I know my phone gonna ring. My phone did not ring. I was waiting on it, looking at it, making sure that it was on, and making sure that I miss it. Maybe my ringer was off. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, dang. And then I just forgot about it. I was like, oh well, I guess it's not gonna work. So I was just like, all right, whatever. I moved on to something else. I look up one day, my phone rings. I answer the phone. Hey, you do lawn service? I almost was like, you got the wrong number. Because I forgot about passing out the flyers. I just erased it out of my mind and was on to something else. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's how I got my first customer. I see you, Omar. When the boom happens, exactly. When you least expect it. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Especially you guys starting out. Don't be so, don't get tunnel vision in finding customers. You know, find customers, look for customers, put yourself out there, but at the same time, you want to be able to be found. And that's a big deal. Uh, just like a buddy of mine that I was telling you about, like he calls me every day and he's just constantly telling me, yo, this person called me. I just booked this. I just booked that. I just booked this. And a large percentage of his business is coming from people calling his phone that he don't know. New customers calling him. You know, he's getting a lot of work from new people. So that's the thing, man. You want to be able to be found. Right, right. Detail King says, don't forget to ask the customers how they heard about your services. That's how you know what you're doing is working. And I do that all the time. I do that all the time. How'd you find out about me? And the internet, I'd be like, oh, it's working. And I've had a guy say, yeah, I looked you up, and there was some other guys on there, but uh, you had a website, you had pictures, you had a lot of information. I didn't have to call you. I knew what I had people call me and know what they want because I got information where they can see what my services are, how much I charge, everything. Uh, I had one call me and told me I want the full detail. I was like, wow, you did your research. That's how it is. So that's what you guys want to do. Right. But look, I'm out of here, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. It's been on here about an hour 20 minutes actually. But y'all take heed, man. Take heed to what I'm saying. You wanna you want customers to find you, and that's a big deal because I've said it before, but we always talk about how to find customers, and the question needs to be. You also have to have the questions on how do customers find me. So you want to go where you want to be, where they look, and it's always the internet. I don't care what it is. When you don't know something, where do you go? You know, you already know the answer to that. All right. Well, I'm out, man. And you guys, I've seen some new faces on here. If you're not a member of the New Wave, go ahead and join. Go to Facebook. Just type in New Wave by ANA. I have the watermark right here on the video. I know you guys can see it. Uh, you're going to see that New Wave logo. When you see that New Wave logo, you're going to also see my ANA logo in the middle of that New Wave logo that you see right here on the watermark on this page right now. Go there, join. Like if you got questions about detailing, if you got like an RV to do, a boat or something you've never done before, there are people on here with a lot of experience. You got people with 30 years of experience. You know, you put all that experience together, it's probably over 100 years of experience on there. It's a lot of people know a lot from business to detailing. So if you got any questions or if you want to show off your work, go there. If you have answers to give out, you have knowledge and information, go out there. Feel free to put that stuff out there. I created that so you guys can network. You may find people that's in your city that you didn't know was there, and y'all can collab and do things together and learn from each other. Some of you guys could start businesses together, and grow from there, because you can't do this by yourself. You're gonna need help in some form or fashion. It may not be physical help, somebody going out there helping you with a detail, but it can be knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out, man. Shouts out to the New Wave. Peace.